Some might call the origin circumstances of Prometheus luck, branded serendipity. Others might appreciate synchronicity. So this story starts about 9 years ago when I missed a flight. I show up at the airport in Vegas for an early morning flight because I have a morning meeting in Austin. But when I get to the airport, I can't check in at the automatic check-in, and I go to the counter and they can't find my flight. And then quickly they realize because my flight was scheduled for the wrong day. Right flight, right time, next week. So in a panic, because my meeting was in fact that day, that morning, I tried to get the first flight out that could get me to Austin, right? Just overpay, find a flight, switch a flight. Unfortunately, there were no other flights. No direct flights. I had to go through Dallas. Long story short, the earliest they could get me there was by 3:30 p.m. Now, my meeting was, I believe, something like 10:30, 11:30. And so I called and let everybody know, flight snafu, I'm still going to make it in, but at much later, right? And then they said that unfortunately I could come, but unfortunately some of the people in the meeting had 5 o'clock flights that they needed to catch. So I would only have that time between the time I got there till about 5 o'clock. They had to leave to catch their flight. But they won't be able to reconvene this group for over a month. Everybody had this incredible busy schedule, so I just had to deal with it. So that's what I did. I got there, and instead of having all day to talk about our project, I had about an hour. So we made the best of that hour, right? But because my flight had changed and now I was leaving late, much later that night, I went to dinner and with the team that did not have to fly out. And at this dinner, I met this gentleman, M. We'll call him M, because I'm telling about other people's stories as a part of my story. So I meet M. M, we hit it off right away, fast friends. And M had been in the fitness, nutrition, wellness industry at that point for more than 25 years, more than 35 now. And he's been a part of some of the major companies getting their ingredients or their formulations or being introduced to new technologies. He's just that part of the innovation pipeline of health and wellness. That's chapter 1. So now we fast forward 8-9 years-ish to about 2 years ago when I get a call from a long-standing friend. Let's call him friend 1. Friend 1's all excited about this new product. He's helping introduce this new product to the marketplace, and he wanted to know if I'd be interested. And it was in the area of what sounded to be like test boosters, which I was very familiar with, right? Tried almost everything out there. I don't do the drug thing, no TRT, that stuff, but all the natural stuff, I've probably tried almost everything, right, over the years. So out of respect for this guy, because I respect him a lot, I said, of course, I'll take a look. But hey, here's the thing, very familiar, that's a very crowded marketplace, blah, blah, blah. He said, no problem. So I get off the phone with friend number 1. 5 minutes later, my phone rings. It's friend number 2. He says, I heard you just talk to such and such. I'm like, yeah, well, how'd you know? He's like, because he called me. He said, you were going to help take a look at this. I'm like, oh, you're involved. This was another guy I've known over a decade, had a lot of respect for in that area of nutrition, especially on the front edge of it, the innovative part of things. So he was like, oh, man, this is going to be great. Can't wait for you to learn more about what's going on. So I get off the phone with friend 2. 10 minutes later, and I'm in a restaurant, so every time my phone rings, I have to keep stepping away to take the call, right? 10 minutes later, the phone rings again. This third call, it's M. It's M from almost 10 years ago. He was like, hey, I heard you just talking to friend one and friend two. And I'm like, so you're involved as well? He was like, how do you think everybody is involved? How do you think everybody knows about what's going on? I'm like, okay, all three of you guys are involved. I'm super interested now. Um, Even without, before I even try the product, I know if you're involved, it's got to be one, innovative, and it's two, it's got to be legit, and it's got to be like a game changer of sorts. So he was like, oh, it is. So that was that start of the chain reaction. So because the research on this product and the initial testing on this product had such staggering results, we decided to do something we thought was very unique in its introduction to the market, right? For this active ingredient. What we decided to do was just challenge people, not to even have to have faith in our belief, but to go get blood tests, lab tests, blood saliva lab tests, so they understand, so they know what their testosterone levels actually are, total and free, right? And then they could take this product for a while, and then they would do the after, and then they could just see what the numbers say. And we did this to dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of people, just with my little group that I was involved with. And two things happened. One, we knew it was working way before people took their after test, because people could feel it and people could tell. My own test, my before was under 200, and 7 weeks later was 750, and I'm 60. And I felt fantastic, had gained lean body mass, had lose body fat. So yeah, it works. So for the next over a year, we introduced this product with this main active ingredient into the marketplace, and we just built this massive raving fan base. People love this product, and it gets adopted by healthcare practitioners, and that the more, or the biohackers and all those people that are constantly analyzing and using and testing things, and this product becomes a hit. And then about, I guess, 8-9 months ago, or 7 months ago, I find out that the next version of this active ingredient, it's coming, right? But it's going to have 3 of their molecules in one product. It's going to have the testosterone optimization product that we're currently in the market testing with all these raving fans. It's going to have a nitrous oxide optimization molecule, and it's going to have a blood flow optimization secondary through a separate pathway to nitrous oxide, all combined into one. And I got super excited. And by now, I've been helping this company. I helped them in the major international trade shows where their products being introduced to healthcare and practitioners. I just show up and be helpful because I'm such a fan of the product, and I see all this firsthand results of how effective it is. So I say, hey, it would be very, very interesting if I could have access to this next version and create a brand and take it to market and finally check the box of one of my personal dreams, which is to have one of my own nutritional product brands in the marketplace. And for long story short, we agreed and worked out all the terms and all the stuff, and Prometheus was born. So I'm excited because I know we can help an enormous number of people. And I know this because through all of our testing, with the hundreds at our small team level, over 1,000 at the company level, well over 90% of people, men and women, tested low for testosterone. And we talk about the symptoms of having low testosterone: fatigue, fat gain, muscle loss, depression, the compromised immune system, just a lot of things that we attribute to aging or unknown causes or life. It's just a hormone imbalance, specifically low testosterone. So the bar is so low that I know we have the chance to help a tremendous amount of people feel better. We're going to light that fire.